you guys aren't hiring a GM till after free agency or the draft. Like, talk me through this whole situation. How do you feel?
Yeah, stuff's getting weird. Stuff is getting very weird in Minnesota right now. So yeah, Kwesi, Gonzo. After this all came out, all the beat writers for the Vikings and everybody very close, of course, they come out and say, you know what, nobody's surprised. We've been hearing these rumblings for quite some time. As fans, everybody else, yeah, very, very surprised of the timing. We figured it was going to happen right away. And the fact that he got fired, not a huge surprise. It was more the timing. But when you look back at it, I mean, the writing was on the wall. It's a huge, huge change. I'll talk about the fact that we don't have a GM until after the draft in a second. But just Kwesi alone, the biggest thing that is coming out in Viking land is basically it comes down to the quarterback. I mean, he had some very, very bad drafts. There's no doubt about that. Everything was just kind of stockpiling. But the biggest rumor that comes out is basically Kevin O'Connell made it known that J.J. McCarthy was not ready this year. He did not want to play J.J. McCarthy this year. Not saying that Kevin O'Connell isn't a J.J. McCarthy guy. He just flat out said he's not ready to go. And the biggest issue was Kwesi said, no, he's playing. Like, you were playing this quarterback. And, of course, we know what happened. We saw what happened. He wasn't ready to go. Will he ever be great? Who knows? But the fact is the quarterback position just got completely effed all year. Kevin O'Connell wanted to bring in somebody a little more seasoned, whether it was Aaron Rodgers, whether it was re-signing Sam Darnold. That was his nail in the coffin. You see hearing all these other things come out about him taking 2 weeks off when he had a kid and all this other stuff, whatever. That's all nothing. It comes down to 0 playoff wins, disastrous drafts, not so great trades, and he's gonzo. And the Vikings, they obviously have to find a GM. It's a little weird that they're waiting until after the draft, but there's a lot of good candidates out there that, there's only 32. There's only 32 of these things in the league. They will have some good candidates out there. I mean, the dude from Andy Weidel from the Steelers, I like that guy. I'm not going to go down my whole list, but there's some good options out there. Rob Brzezinski, the guy, he's been with the Vikings for 25 plus years. He is going to be kind of manning the GM role until after the draft. Kevin O'Connell sounds like he has a lot more saying things that people realize as well. So Kevin O'Connell, Brian Flores, and Rob Brzezinski will be manning as far as what goes down with the Vikings. The crazy part is this is going to be a crazy offseason because as of now, quarterback position is up in the air. These are some big moves that they're going to have to make without a GM. And then they're going to have to find a GM, just be like, all right, fine, I'll deal with this quarterback that you just traded 8 first-round picks for. So, yeah, Viking land, it's pretty crazy right now, but damn it, it's fun. I like it. A change needed to happen. The funny part is Kwesi, his record, I have it here, his record was 43-25. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it was a disaster last year, so warranted. Vikings fans are fairly happy about the move.
How much of him getting fired at this time has to do with Sam Darnold going to the Super Bowl? You really think that had a play in this?
I mean, it didn't help his cause by any means, but I mean, Nick's shaking his head. Yeah, but I think it comes back to just the fact that more so like we really like if Sam Darnold was on the Vikings, are we going to the Super Bowl? I don't think so. It's a completely different team. I'd love to say we were going to the Super Bowl, but it's apples to oranges. I don't think it helped this cause at all, but I don't think that really had a ton to do with it. I think the timing was so the Vikings definitely have very good owners in the Wilfs. They've done so much for this team. They're not getting any younger. They think things through. They do not do things just out of their gut. And they gave it a little bit of time and say, you know what, this ain't happening. And maybe Sam Darnold, maybe it was the cherry on top.
Can we talk about this new background of yours? It's pretty impressive. I like it. Is that a new camera too? You're looking extra clear.
Yeah, I was talking with Baz too. I've been wanting to get a camera forever. I basically had a camcorder from 1988 for the last couple of years. So I finally got a camera, and now my gingerness really, really is peaking on this thing.
Looking good, man. You're looking very, very crisp. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, blue eyes, one bar. I mean, shoot, holy moly!
I'm getting sunburnt right now. Sunscreen
on. Nice. Well, let's talk about your salary cap situation. No GM, and obviously entering free agency. Now, Here's what's interesting to me. I think you can do a draft without a GM because you're going to rely on your scouts anyways. They're the ones that do this year round, unless you've got like a GM who's an ex-scout or, usually they're kind of a face guy. They run the show, but ultimately they're listening to their scouts anyways. In this situation, I think the draft is okay, but free agency might be a little bit of a different story. Talk to me though, where do the Vikings stand from a salary cap standpoint as they enter free agency?
Full balls. We're what 49 million over the cap. But here's the thing. So Rob Brzezinski, the guy who's going to play GM for the until the draft is over, he's a wizard when it comes to the salary cap. He's been the man who has done the salary cap for the Vikings for 15 plus years. And what salary cap? Does anybody really believe this is a thing? Like, yeah, do I want to be 49 million in the hole? Absolutely not. But they're going to be able to make some moves as always, and they're going to do the thing. I think we're the worst except for the Chiefs, but they got some moves that they can definitely make. They're going to restructure Jefferson, Darrisaw, Fries, and on top of that, I mean, you got the Ryan Kelly, you got Aaron Jones, who most likely isn't going to be back. TJ Hawkinson, the money is there, and the restructures alone, there's going to be about $40 million. So they definitely have their work cut out for them. But they're gonna be able to make some moves. They have to.
Okay. Well, when I look at your guys' team, give me some players that you think are like restructure, re-sign, cut candidates.
No, I mean restructure Darrisaw, Jefferson, possibly Brian O'Neill. Like I said, Will Fries. That's going to free up a ton of money right there. As far as Vikings upcoming free agents, they're kind of lucking out. I mean, it seems like every year you have that guy like, oh man, you're just waiting. Please resign him. But they really don't have that guy this year. I mean, Jalen Naylor's a free agent, but I mean, if he goes somewhere else, nobody's going to be overly crying. So free agency wise, as far as bringing our own guys back, there's not that guy out there that we're just going to be sweating all night for. And as far as the trades, I mean, you got TJ Hawkinson. If they can find anybody to take TJ Hawkinson, that would be beautiful. He would be a cut candidate as well. Obviously Jordan Addison, who I'm sure you want to chat about. Jordan Addison is a guy that personally I would love for the Vikings to move on from, not from a talent standpoint, but just from we're sick of his BS standpoint. So yeah, there's some moves to be made, but like I said, as far as re-signing anybody, there's nothing crazy. Jalen Redmond, defensive lineman that has turned into a hell of a football player. He's an exclusive rights free agent. He deserves a contract. It'd be interesting to see if they pay him this year.
Addison's exactly who I wanted to talk about. I know that Buffalo Bills have been rumored to be in on him. The 49ers have been rumored to be in on him. Listen, he's not necessarily like a model citizen by any means. However, I will say, if you got a good locker room, maybe you can absorb a player like a Addison. Do you think Addison gets moved? What are the chances?
It's crazy. I mean, like I said, Vikings offseason, like we don't even have a GM. This is anything is on the table. So it's just a complete guessing game as far as what's going on. I think this is the time to trade him. I mean, he made it about a week into the offseason before he was at wherever the hell he was, a restaurant where he wouldn't leave. I mean, we've all been there, but we're also not, first round picks making millions of dollars. It's crazy. So I would like them to move on from him. Again, hell of a football player, a number one on a lot of teams in the league, I believe. It's just going to be interesting to see what, if anybody, what they offer. Like what is this guy worth right now? I mean, he still has a couple years left on his rookie contract, which can be very appealing, but all of a sudden he has all this baggage as well. So personally, I would take whatever you can and just figure it out. We got Justin Jefferson. Him and Addison would have been a beautiful story for the years to come. And really, when it comes down to it, when Addison's up for a new contract, they're not going to pay both these guys. So it's move on from them, get what you can. 49ers, please call Kevin O'Connell, call Rob Brzezinski. I'll take whatever.
All right. Well, cool. We got Mac Jones for you. All right. Anyways, give me top 3 positions of need as you guys enter free agency.
Mac Jones, man. If he
he could be your next Sam Darnold, man. Come on.
I don't know, man. I feel like Mac Jones maybe is peaked. We'll see. Top needs quarterback. They need a quarterback. There's JJ McCarthy. I want JJ McCarthy to be here unless they do some crazy ass trade where, everything right now, rumors with the Vikings quarterback situation, the Joe Burrows, the Kyler Murrays, the Mac Joneses, the signing Malik Willis, all those guys, that's all on the table.
Kirk Cousins reunion?
Kirk Cousins, like that's all on the table until they make a move. But quarterback is big time. They have to bring in a quarterback that's going to compete. They can't bring in a Jimmy Garoppolo. They can't bring in some half-ass guy that they're just handing over JJ McCarthy's job to. I want them to bring a guy in that's better than JJ McCarthy right now. JJ McCarthy has to win this job. If they sign a guy like a Jimmy Garoppolo or whoever else that is, it's going to be bad news. So quarterback, cornerback, draft. I love those guys in the first round. I love the Avion Terrells. Delane will probably be Gonzo by 18, but there's some very good corners in this draft. So cornerback is definitely up there. And then center. They don't have a center. We don't have a center.
Right.
Ryan Kelly is going to be retiring, I would hope. He's not going to be back here anyways, but they need a center.
Okay. Well, curious to see how things play out for the Minnesota Vikings.
One bar.
What's that?
I heard Lupagus will be the center.
You know what? He'd probably be better. He can hold his own up there. He's got big old milkers. He can do it.
Over at Sleeper, get a 100% deposit match when you use promo code RTS. They are the fastest growing fantasy app out there. And I've got some more or less picks that I've made here for the Super Bowl. I put 10 down to win 135.90. And here's the picks for the Super Bowl. I got Mac Hollins coming in barefoot with 28.5 receiving yards. I'm taking the more on that. I got Ramondre Stevenson with more on 39.5 rushing yards. That one was basically like a free pick. I got Kenneth Walker scoring an anytime touchdown. Rashid Shaheed needs just 2 receptions. By the way, if you're a complete degenerate, Rashid Shaheed is plus 3,000 to be MVP. I don't know. Maybe he gets a kick return, a couple big explosive plays. Might want to look into that one. And then JSN with the more on 94.5 receiving yards. Those are the picks. $10 to win 135.90. You can tail us or you can fade us, but either way, use promo code RTS. And Sleeper, link is pinned to the top of the chat.
Roundtable Sports Network is your one-stop shop for all things NFL, with daily live shows covering all 8 divisions in the league, hosted by the best content creators on the web, all on one network. Catch the AFC East live every Monday at 7 p.m. and on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. The AFC West Roundtable live Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. The AFC North Roundtable live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. The AFC South Roundtable live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. The NFC East Roundtable live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. The NFC West Roundtable live at 9 p.m. on Tuesday nights. The NFC North Roundtable is at 6 p.m. on Wednesdays, and the NFC South Roundtable is live Tuesdays at 8 p.m. EST. And of course, fourth and forever, the flagship show of Roundtable Sports Network covering all things NFL at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel. Real coverage, real fans.